What is going on, everyone? It is Tyler McKinney back here again, and today we're doing something a little different. That's right, we're getting into the Spring League, and it's going to be starting this fall. Hey, if it's your first time here, glad to have you. If you're a return viewer, thanks for coming back and thanks for watching more videos. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. All right, that's right. The Spring League will be starting on October 27th. If you thought 2020 was crazy, well, it is. And that just seems fitting for 2020 for a spring league or a league called the Spring League to be starting on October 27th. But that's just what it is. But at least we're getting some alternative football to the NFL and to college football. Because frankly, right now, the NFL, not really into it. And the college football, it is, I'm just being honest with you, it is weird. I am just not really into it, with it. It's just, I don't know. College football without fans, without the pageantry, without everything that goes on, it just isn't college football. At least the same college football is what it is. Like I said, it's just weird and it's really hard to get into this season. So why not add in an alternative league? And it's the Spring League. Now, the Spring League has been around for, if you're looking at it there, 2017 is when they started. And the whole idea is really to give some guys some opportunity to put together some teams with some guys that got some talent that aren't in college anymore, and to get them an opportunity to get on some of the bigger squads, to get some of these guys, get eyes on them, to give them some opportunities that they might not have had without that. And that's kind of what the Spring League's been. They've kind of divided things up into a couple teams. They've had 4 teams in a year, 3 teams, that kind of a thing. And so that's kind of what they've done. They played a few games here and there, and then kind of, teams from the CFL and the NFL come, they kind of check these guys out, and then they kind of sign guys. And what they're toting right now is, hey, they've had over 100 guys get signed to NFL contracts, one type of a contract or another, get brought in to the NFL, and they've had over 65 guys get signed to the CFL. So total, over 165 guys. That's a pretty decent, kind of thing. And of course, one of their claims to fame is that Johnny Manziel, the former Heisman Trophy winner, came in and did play in the Spring League. So that's kind of the backdrop of what we got going on here. And, I will tell you, my eye really hasn't been on the Spring League. And I'll tell you, I haven't really been excited about the Spring League in the past. Why? Because the Spring League has actually just been kind of the thing that I'm not really for. If you watch this channel, you know that I'm all about the XFL. I thought the XFL was great. The AAF was kind of okay. But the thing for me is trying to create something for guys to, kind of be the B team and always be the B team and be this kind of stepping stone type of a place, this developmental type of a thing where it really doesn't mean a whole lot and you're just kind of playing these games to showcase your talent, and that really, it never works out for me personally as good football. All it always looks like to me is just a whole bunch of guys going out there going really, really hard with no cohesiveness, and it really doesn't look like football to me. A lot of it looks like, guys trying to run the right patterns, trying to do the right thing, as opposed to just playing football and being a football player. There is a difference with that to me. It reminds me a lot of preseason football, to where the Spring League has not been something on my radar. However, for a lot of you XFL guys, you know that the Spring League was used heavily by the XFL to develop the rules for the XFL. And so, we do have to give credit where credit is due with the Spring League, with all of the innovations that have happened through the Spring League and the use of the Spring League for the XFL and what we actually got out on the field with the XFL. So we have to give credit where credit is due, and I will even go even further than that, because right now with all the other leagues who are folding or deciding to wait for future years, I mean, we just found out the XFL is going to be doing that as well. The Spring League, my hat is off to you guys. You guys saw an opportunity and you seized it. You did not just stay back and wait back, but no, you decided, you know what, we're going to take advantage of this and we're going to do our own thing. We're going to come out here and we're going to put something together and something special for this year because this year's different. So might as well, like everybody else, do something different. And that's what they have. And I think that they've kind of got a neat system here with it that I think that, could be kind of a fun thing. I'm thinking that this is going to be fun. So we got the Spring League. What they're doing is expanding it to 6 teams this year. They're going to have a bubble. So we've got 6 teams in a bubble, and this bubble is going to be in San Antonio, Texas. I think it's the perfect place right there in the Alamodome. San Antonio loves their football. I don't know if they're going to be able to get any fans in the stands, if they're going to be able to do that. I think with social distancing and that with it, I think they might be able to bring in enough people. It's if they're going to get the word out with the stuff. But they're going to have 12 games over 4 weeks. Obviously, the idea, each team playing 4 games. So they're going to have each team play 4 games, and then they're going to have a championship game out of that, and that's pretty much going to be it. So it's going to be short and sweet, quick little month for guys to showcase their talent to do that. And they not only went ahead and put together a league when all the other leagues are failing and falling apart, but they decided, you know what, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a TV deal out of this thing as well. And they went and they signed a deal with Fox. And so they've got a deal with Fox where Fox is going to show their games on FS1, and they're going to show them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I think that that's a fantastic thing. The key thing for me here is are these games going to be replays, or are these games going to actually be live? I think it would be fantastic if these games were live on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. For me, it seems to be that it's probably going to be like the replays, and they're probably going to pick the best 2 games and play them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and maybe prime time, the better game on the Wednesday. And it could be, like a replay of the actual game that happened maybe on Saturday or Sunday, something like that. Because for right now, it's, they're saying Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, if you have 3 games a week, so what, they would play 2 on Wednesday, and 1 on Tuesday, when, how they would do that, I don't know. We'll see how that, all transpires as we look at the schedule and as we get into more videos with the Spring League. But it does kind of have me intrigued, interested in things like that, especially if it's going to be live. We get to watch them live. I'm even thinking about actually just, going ahead and doing live streams during the possibly during the Tuesday games and watching it with you guys. If you guys are interested in doing that, we can kind of chat, have some fun, watch some football together, get some reactions together. I think that'd be a cool thing. Hopefully, it is a live thing and we can do something like that with it. Now, on to the 6 teams, because they've said that right now they've come out and they've named 2 of the teams. One's the Generals, and we'll get into kind of the nitty gritty, and I'll go through all of the teams and do kind of a breakdown of the teams like I have with the XFL teams. And so we'll have fun with some of the teams, but we got the Generals, the Hughes, after Howard Hughes, pilot, engineer, a whole lot of other things, but ended up in Las Vegas, and that's kind of where they got the name because they were located in Las Vegas for that. But on Twitter, they have tweeted out and they've kind of hinted at, 4 other teams. And so they did a picture of a wolf, picture of a great white shark, a picture of a Roman soldier, centurion. I don't know exactly what it is, but that type of ilk. And then a knight, with, riding on horseback, with his lance. So I don't know if we got a lancer type of a thing going on there. I don't know. Pictures look great. We'll see what happens with it. And like I said, we'll go through and break down the teams with that. I'm kind of excited about this, guys, and I'm very reserved by that with it. I don't know anything about the players, don't know anything about the teams, don't know anything about the coaches. All I know is that we're actually going to get some alternative football, and I kind of like that. Something fresh, something brand new, something just starting out. It could be a flash in the pan, it could be awesome, could be just what we're looking for, or it just could be stale and not too great, and just kind of another minor league that started up and that with it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But at this moment with things, with the announcement of the TV deal, if Fox is on board with it, I think that this can, really be something that maybe they got something going on here, and that, they might be something, to watch and to do that with. The other thing to be interested with it is that it seems to be with this Fox deal that not only are they going to be on FS1, for 4 weeks, for 2 nights out of the week, but it looks like as well that Fox has an opportunity to buy in to the league and actually be part owner of the league. Don't know any details on that, but that's kind of an interesting thing that was part of this deal with it, that option for them to buy into the spring league is there. And having a big name like Fox buy into it, I think would be huge. But we're way down the road with that. So there'll be definitely more videos coming out about the spring league. I'm excited. I'm kind of hesitant about it. I don't really, know a whole lot, but hey, it's 2020. We're getting the spring league in the fall. It just makes sense for 2020. It's alternative football. What else could go wrong? I mean, seriously, it is 2020. What else could go wrong? So let's go ahead. Let's have some fun with this one and see where it leads. Like always, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Leave me your thoughts down in the comment section, and we'll continue the conversation there. All right, guys, I know that you're busy. I know that I'm busy, so let's get on out of here. You have a good night. Bye.